Hi, and welcome to this podcast. My name is Dr. Tom Madayag, and our question for today is what constitutes a good salary offer? And usually this question is followed by, will it be enough to support my family? And the number of the family members is indicated. So let me share my 2 cents on this matter. This is a very interesting topic. One of the first things that I'd like to discuss is how does an employer here in the United States actually come up with this magic number that is going to be offered to you as your salary. Now, there's one overarching principle that is very important for you to understand when U.S. employers give you a salary offer, and that is what is known as the prevailing wage rate. So what is the prevailing wage rate? Well, this is a program from the USCIS to ensure that foreign workers are not going to be imported here to the United States to replace the U.S. workers. And they want to make sure that U.S. employers are not going to pay less than what they would pay a similar employee with the same qualification. The salary that is being offered to you will never be less than the prevailing wage rate. This is going to be verified by the USCIS upon the employer's application, indicating you as a beneficiary. And in addition to that, when you go for your U.S. Embassy interview, the consul will also make sure that you are being paid the prevailing wage rate or more than the prevailing wage rate. It should never be less than the prevailing wage rate. U.S. employers may actually opt to increase that salary based on several factors, such as years of your experience, as well as maybe additional credentials that you may have. In addition to this particular check from the U.S. government that you are being paid equitably, an additional fact is that the salary offer that's being presented to you has actually been reviewed by representatives of the Philippine government or the POLO to ensure that Philippine nurses are not being exploited. So this demonstrates that there are 3 gates to ensure that you are being paid equitably. Now, some of you might say, well, I have 20 years of experience. Shouldn't I be paid more than somebody that is having only 5 years of experience? Well, this is where confusion usually arises because a lot of times people think that they should be paid more. And this is the principle. The unfortunate thing is that research have shown that actually a nurse with 5 years of experience has a commensurate or equal skill set as somebody that has been working there for a long time. So therefore, there's not going to be a very large increase in the salary of nurses that are experienced. In fact, the longer you stay in nursing, the flatter your salary is going to be. That's the reality. I'd like to answer the second part of that question, which is, will it be enough to actually support a family of X number of people? Well, let me say this. Somebody might be working and their pay is $15 per hour. They have a family of 4, and they might be living comfortably without any problems at all. Contrast that now to somebody that might be earning $50 per hour with the same family number, and they hardly can have both ends meet. Well, what is happening here is that it depends on the lifestyle one chooses. I hope that I have given you enough information for you to be able to evaluate whether or not the salary that is quoted to you in your offer is going to be okay or not okay. Once again, I want to thank you for listening to this podcast, and I look forward to you joining me in other podcasts in the future. Thank you so much. Once again, this is Dr. Tom Madayag, and I will see you. Thank you.